Hey, it's Parker. I was looking through my videos today and I realized that I haven't made a changes update in a while. Mostly I've been talking about things that have been happening in my life and random stuff and doing like vocals stuff. And I noticed that I just haven't been making any update videos. Physical changes or emotional changes on testosterone. I'm about 10 months right now on T, and I started off on half of the dose that is considered to be like a therapeutic or regular dose for trans men, usually 100 milligrams, or I think that's 0.5 cc's a week. And I started off on 50 milligrams, which is 0.25 cc's, every 2 weeks for the first month. And after that, for a long time, for about 6 months, 7 months, no, yeah, about 7 months, I was on 50 milligrams a week, which is technically half the dose that is considered therapeutic. Until a couple months ago when I had my dose increased to 75 milligrams, which is 25 milligrams under what most people that I know take, if that makes any sense at all. So my changes have been happening more so in the last 2-3 months than a few months ago when I was on 50 milligrams. I've noticed like a huge change in everything in the last 3 months, but that's for health reasons, and that's because they were playing it safe with me, which is good. I appreciate that. So far, everything is okay. I'm a little congested. I'm doing a bunch of renovations in my house, and all of the dust in the air just really screws with my allergies. So I'm kind of always like that. I kind of always have nasal congestion. It's kind of something I'm used to. The first thing I would like to talk about is body hair. Before I started testosterone, I could not grow hair on my legs at all. Zero. Zero hair on my legs. I don't know why. It was kind of weird. People were super jealous of me. They're like, oh my god, you can't grow hair on your legs. I have to shave every day. But I just couldn't grow any hair. And after starting T, I noticed that my hair started to grow again after a few months. And now, especially since I've increased my dose, my hair has grown quite a bit. I don't know if you'll be able to see it because right now when I'm looking at the camera, it's really crisp and like clear and like nice. But when I convert it and upload it to YouTube, it's gonna look like crap. So let's hope that you can see it. I'm gonna put my leg. I'm on my piano right now. See, piano. So I'm gonna put my leg on the piano and I'm gonna show you my hair. My horrendous tattoo. Oh, that's so bright you can't even see it. It's very disappointing. Hold on, let me come closer. Okay, can you see that? I can sort of see that. Sometimes if you put like a background behind it, you can see it better. Either way, there's hair on my legs, which is, new to me. Also, stomach hair. I never had any of that before either. I was virtually hairless except for my head, obviously, before T. Like, I didn't grow a lot of hair on my arms, and now I'm growing hair on my arms. I didn't have hair on my hands. I didn't have hair on my toes. Didn't have hair on my stomach, but I've got... See? Look at that. That's one of the... What do they call that? Happy trail? Treasure trail? It's so bright that it's so hard to see, but it's actually really furry. And fat, but don't worry about that. I'll fix that later. Also, that trail is starting to connect to another part of my body which is hairy, which wasn't very hairy before. So I'm kind of digging it. Kind of digging the hair. How many months post-op am I? March, April, May, June, July, August. I'm 5 months post-op. I might as well show you that. This is really kind of funny looking because I'm sitting down. This is my chest. Everything's good. One of the nipples is different than the other. I don't really care. I'm thinking I might get a bit of a revision on this side because it's kind of hanging out. Kind of maybe get it lifted, kind of curved like this a bit. Although I could, I could, in theory, if I started working my chest more, I could have done that on my own, which I guess we'll see what happens. But if you've been following me, you know that I can't work out and I can't do a lot of physical activity because I have a chronic pain disorder, and it kind of puts a damper on all of that. But as you can see, this side, I mean, it's flat, but I'd like to get maybe something removed, maybe some lipo, but we'll see. Either way, it looks really good with a shirt. Looks good without a shirt, but I noticed that all of the shirts that I had before I got surgery, they don't fit right anymore. They have like this bump in the front, and it goes like up in the back. It's not like fitted to my body. So like everything that I bought post-op fits like so much like better now because there was never any like boobs to like stretch it out. So whenever I wear anything that I bought before and wore before, it's weird. So I don't know, it sucks because I spent a lot of money on clothes. Let's talk about hair. My hair is very slowly thinning. Slowly. I think at a normal rate. So I'm gonna cross my fingers and hope that it stays like that. But my hairline is starting to square off. I still have hair that grows there a little bit sometimes, but it's really starting to square off, and it's starting to look the way that I want it to look. It's thick. It's, for some reason, it's darker. I don't know why or how that makes sense, but it feels thicker and it feels darker, and maybe that just comes with the territory of like hair being thicker. My eyebrows are thicker, like so much thicker, like crazy thicker than they were before. Oh, facial hair. I'm getting, well, I've had for a long time a mustache. If you can see it, hopefully when I convert it, it still looks like a mustache. And down here, if you have a white backdrop, you can see it. I'm growing kind of like a double-pronged beard, also my chin. This is all hair right here, and that's all hair right here. Sideburns are starting to come in finally. This is where my hairline would have cut them off. Now they're coming in here, and they're starting to creep down here, so they're kind of like contouring with my jawline, and the same on the other side. My acne isn't as bad as it was a few months ago. I'm not sure why, but that's good. My emotional state, yeah, that's an important topic. Before tea, I was very depressed. Very sad, very hopeless, and I'm still like that sometimes because I have a disorder. I'm depressed. I have clinical depression. Aside from that, I have stabilized quite a bit emotionally, and I've heard that that happens to people who have really bad mood disorders. When they go on tea after a certain amount of time, their mood starts to level out a little bit, and they start to feel better, and that's kind of where I am right now. I'm starting to feel better, except right now I am cutting back on my painkillers for my chronic pain disorder, and they are opiates, and I'm kind of going through withdrawal, and it really sucks. I'm doing it slowly and carefully though, so I'm cutting those out because I just don't want to be on them anymore. I want to find something else to manage my pain. I'm getting sick of all these opiates. It's not doing me any good, so. My singing voice has changed a lot. In fact, I'm going to post a pre-tea singing clip right now.
I'll give you something else for your time. Won't taste and waste it. I'll give you another smile, just not mine. Won't taste and waste it. Judas, it's time. Judas, it's time. Judas, it's time.
Okay, and then this is a clip from a video that I did recently that I will post right now. Judas, it's time. Pack up your gin and lime. Cross the line. Sanity and pride. 'Cause today we're free to live and breathe. Judas, you're free. Please let me be. And I'll give you something else for your time. No taste and a waste it. And I give you another smile, just not mine. No taste and a waste it. Judas, it's time. Judas, it's time. Judas, it's time. You're gonna have to agree with me on that that was like a ginormous change. Like, it was a complete octave lower now, which was the goal. So I have an album out. Everybody's asking me or suggesting to me that I should be selling my music, but I am selling my music. I do have a Bandcamp. I did record an album. I did spend $10,000 recording this album, so it is available for purchase, as well as merchandise and posters and all that stuff. That is all pre-T and pre-transition. It was done like 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago. So it was before things kind of started happening. I will link you to that, because I have like 800 of these CDs in boxes all around my house, my grandma's house, and I want them gone. It's a decent album. It's kind of like alternative rock. I don't know how to explain it. So I feel like I was trying to catch my breath this entire video. I think that's because I'm really congested. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you like my green wall. Alright, I will make another video in the future.